Hello everyone, today we are going to see Mathematics 1B weightage. Along with weightage, I will give you two tips which will cover almost all the syllabus, but just by reading only 6 chapters you can score 63 marks. How many marks? 63. So without further ado, let's start our video. Here are total 14 chapters from which different types of weightage we have, including locus, changes of axis, which can also be called as transformation of axis, straight lines, pair of straight lines, 3D geometry, direction cosines and directional ratios, the plane, limits and continuity, differentiation, errors and approximation, rate measure, tangent normal, and maxima minima, along with LMVT, or you can say Rolls and Lagrange's theorem. Right, now we are going to see only few chapters how to pass in the examination or to get a good marks in the examination just by reading. You are no need to read all these 14 chapters, right? So you are only going to see the important chapters which are having high weightage and very easy to solve. So let us see. As you know, you have to write 5 LAQs and 5 SAQs out of 7. So first let us see the LAQs. What are the chapters which we can focus on LAQs? So here straight lines is a very easy chapter which has one LAQ and which gives a 7 marks for us. Now the same straight line will provide 14 marks from it, and differentiation will also fetch you 7 marks. Believe me, differentiation is very easy chapter if you are thorough with the formulas in it, and if you get the differentiation it is easy to solve the problems from tangents and normals, which will also fetch you a 7 marks here. If you are not willing to do differentiation or tangents or normals, you can go for DCDRs, which is one most important and easy chapter which will fetch you 7 out of 7 marks. It means that you will get 35 marks. How many marks? It is very easy to get passed in the examination. So you will get 35 marks just by attempting these LAQs. But just by attempting these LAQs from 4 chapters, you will get 35 marks out of 75. Now let us see our tip 1, which has two chapters. Only two chapters are enough to get passed in your examination. One more thing, if you are worrying about LAQs to write, only these two chapters are enough. Among these three, I have written three chapters here, but only select either straight lines or pair of straight lines, or pair of straight lines or differentiation or straight lines. Any of the combination here will be fetching you 29 to 30 marks. As you can see, 15 marks from straight lines, 14 marks from pair of straight lines, and differentiation will fetch you 15 marks. If anybody are not willing to do differentiation, again I am telling that we'll be providing the videos in the upcoming videos. We'll solve the differentiation questions in an easy way and an easy manner with some tricks and tips. So now let us move to our next tip. Before that, I want to tell you how many marks we'll get here are 29 or 30 marks. You can say 30 out of 75 just by reading two chapters. Now the tip 2, which is the most important tip. Now here you have how many chapters? 6 chapters. Straight lines, straight lines, 1 minute. Huh. Straight lines, pair of straight lines, differentiation, tangent normals, locus and changes of axis. I have selected these two chapters. Instead of these two chapters, you can select any of the chapters like rate measure or limits and continuity if you are convenient with this. I think for most of the students, locus and transform changes of axis is also called as transformation of axis, which will fetch you, these two chapters will fetch you 8 marks in the examination. And if you count the marks of these all the chapters, which has straight lines, which has 1 LAQ, pair of straight lines 2 LAQs, differentiation 1 LAQ, and tangents or normals 1 LAQ, which means you have completed 5 LAQs which you have to write in the examination. Similarly, you have covered how many LAQs SAQs here? 3 SAQs. For 2 other SAQs you are choosing this locus and changes of axis. Now the rest of the marks are come from VSAQs, straight lines 2 VSAQs, differentiation 2 VSAQs. Now further, the total of these marks is how much? 63. How much? 63 marks out of 75. So just by focusing on 4 to 5 chapters out of how many chapters, you have seen, out of 14 chapters, you just need to read perfectly or practice perfectly only 6 chapters. Thank you.